27 species, one family. Different weapons, different hunting styles, different worlds. Some of these birds can barely lift a squirrel. Others can pluck a full-grown monkey out of a rainforest canopy without slowing down. Today, we're answering the question that bird watchers, biologists, and armchair naturalists never stop arguing about: which eagle is actually the most powerful predator alive? We're ranking all 27. Dead last to number 1. No skipping, no favorites. Welcome to Animal Beast Arena, where nature's greatest beasts face off. This is the definitive Eagle Power Ranking. Before we start, let's be clear about what powerful actually means here. This isn't just about size. A big bird with weak legs is nothing. A small bird with the right weapons can be terrifying. So we're ranking every eagle using 4 factors. First, body mass and structure. How much muscle? How much bone? How much raw physical presence? Second, weapon strength. The force in those talons, the size of the grip, the killing mechanism. Third, the size of the prey each species is actually capable of taking down. This is the most honest indicator of real-world power. And fourth, hunting behavior. Ambush predators, pursuit hunters, and scavengers don't apply their strength the same way. One more thing before we begin. This ranking is Animal Beast Arena's own comparative analysis, not an official scientific scale. Where the data is uncertain, we'll say so. Where sources disagree, we'll show you the range. Let's start at the bottom, with the eagles built for precision, not power. Tier 5, 5 species. None of them are helpless, but none of them are apex predators either. Number 27, the Crested Serpent Eagle. Found across South and Southeast Asia, this bird weighs as little as 1 kilogram, sometimes reaching just under 2. That alone puts it near the bottom of this list. But weight isn't the whole story. This eagle has built its entire existence around one specialty: reptiles. Snakes, lizards, the occasional frog. It doesn't chase. It doesn't ambush at speed. It perches. It watches. It waits, sometimes for hours, until a snake makes one wrong move. Its short crest and piercing yellow eyes give it a fierce look. But strip away the appearance, and what's left is a lightweight, specialized hunter, effective in its niche, outmatched everywhere else. Power ranking 27 out of 27. Number 26, Wallace's Hawk Eagle. This is one of the least studied eagles on Earth, and one of the smallest. Roughly the size of a peregrine falcon, it disappears into the dense rainforests of Southeast Asia. It hunts small mammals, birds, and reptiles using a single tactic: ambush from a concealed perch. No prolonged chases, no aerial battles, just a short, explosive strike, then back into the cover of the canopy. There's a reason it ranks this low. Small body, small prey, minimal recorded aggression toward anything. Larger than itself, but don't mistake small for weak everywhere on this list, because the eagle right after this one proves that size can be deceiving in the other direction too. Number 25, the Booted Eagle. This is the smallest true eagle in our entire ranking, sometimes under a kilogram, with a wingspan barely over a meter in some individuals. What it lacks in mass, it makes up for in agility. Feathered legs down to the feet, a compact frame, and the ability to twist and dive with a precision that heavier eagles simply can't match. It hunts small birds, reptiles, and even insects across Europe, Asia, and Africa, and migrates enormous distances every year. Impressive endurance, impressive agility, but in a raw power comparison, this is a lightweight. Number 24, the Lesser Spotted Eagle. A mid-small migratory species found across Europe, wintering as far as Africa. Its diet tells the story. Rodents, amphibians, insects, whatever's available. This is an opportunist, not a specialist killer. It soars, it glides, it takes the easiest available prey. There's no shame in that strategy. It's efficient, it's sustainable, but it's not power. Number 23, the rufous-bellied eagle. Now we start to see something different. This forest eagle from South and Southeast Asia is small, but fast. It hunts birds and small mammals with sudden mid-air strikes, weaving through dense canopy at speeds that make it one of the most agile hunters in this entire ranking. Watch it move. It doesn't fly through the forest. It threads through it. Agility this extreme starts to compensate for a lack of raw mass. It's not enough to crack the higher tiers, but it's enough to close out Tier 5 as the most dangerous bird in this group. 5 down, 22 to go, and starting with the next tier, the size numbers start climbing fast. Tier 4, 7 eagles this time, because this is where the ranking starts to get complicated. These are bigger birds, stronger builds, but size alone won't save some of them from ranking lower than you'd expect. And it won't stop others from climbing higher than their reputation suggests. Number 22, the greater spotted eagle. Found across the wetlands and lowland forests of Europe and Asia, this is a mid-sized eagle with a body built for gliding, not overpowering. Its diet is a mix of small mammals, amphibians, and birds. And when prey is scarce, it doesn't hesitate to scavenge. That willingness to eat carrion is actually a clue about where it sits on this list. Apex predators rarely need to scavenge. Opportunists do. It's a capable hunter, but it's not dominant. Number 21, the tawny eagle. Widespread across Africa and parts of Asia, this eagle survives less through raw predatory strength and more through pure adaptability. It hunts small mammals, birds, reptiles, but it's just as likely to steal a kill from another raptor or pick apart a carcass it didn't catch itself. That's a valid survival strategy. Kleptoparasitism, stealing food, takes confidence and timing. But it's not power in the way we're measuring it here. The tawny eagle is a survivor first, a predator second. Number 20. And here, the power curve finally starts to shift. The changeable hawk eagle, found across South and Southeast Asia, is an ambush specialist. It doesn't soar and scan like the eagles before it. It sits, hidden in dense foliage, motionless. Then it explodes. A single, violent burst of acceleration off the perch, talons extended, straight at a bird or small mammal that never saw it coming. This is the first eagle on our list where the hunting style itself becomes a weapon. Surprise, timing, and a strike that's over in under a second. Number 19, Bonelli's eagle. Found across southern Europe, North Africa, and into Asia, this is one of the fastest flyers in this entire ranking. While many eagles specialize in ground prey, Bonelli's eagle takes to the air after its target, chasing down pigeons and partridges in full flight, matching their evasive maneuvers turn for turn. This is a hunter built around pursuit, speed, reflexes, and stamina, not brute strength. And that raises an important point for this ranking. Power isn't only about how hard you hit. It's also about how reliably you catch your prey in the first place. On that measure, Bonelli's eagle is elite. Number 18, the black eagle. Almost entirely black plumage, long, narrow wings, and a flight style unlike anything we've covered so far. Slow, deliberate, almost silent, as it drifts over the forest canopy of South and Southeast Asia. Its specialty is unsettling, raiding the nests of other birds, taking eggs and nestlings with calculated patience rather than explosive speed. There's no dramatic chase here, just quiet, methodical predation, a different kind of power. Psychological almost. It ranks here not because it's weak, but because its strategy doesn't require raw physical force. Number 17, the gray-headed fish eagle, a precision hunter of the rivers, lakes, and marshes of South and Southeast Asia. Unlike some of the fish eagles we'll see higher on this list, This species relies almost entirely on accuracy, swooping low over calm water and snatching fish from the surface in a single fluid motion without ever fully submerging. It's not the biggest fish eagle, it's not the strongest, but its hit rate, the sheer consistency of its strikes, puts it ahead of several larger, clumsier hunters on this list. Number 16, and this is where Tier 4 ends on a serious statement. The mountain hawk eagle, found across the forested mountains of Asia, has been recorded taking prey larger than itself. Think about what that actually means. This isn't an eagle picking off something smaller and weaker. This is a bird deliberately engaging animals that outweigh it, using raw leg strength and an aggressive, committed strike to bring down targets that should, on paper, be too much to handle. That kind of confidence doesn't come from nowhere. It comes from genuine physical power. 16th place doesn't do this bird justice, but everything ranked above it from this point forward operates on an entirely different level. 16 eagles down, 15 to go. And starting now, we leave capable predator behind and enter apex territory. Tier 3, 7 eagles. And from this point forward, every single bird on this list is a legitimate apex predator in its own ecosystem. The difference now isn't can it kill? It's how much can it kill, how reliably, and against what kind of resistance. Number 15. Pallas's fish eagle. One of the least documented large raptors on Earth, found across the lakes and rivers of Central and South Asia. Weighing up to roughly 3.5 kilograms, though exact figures vary by source, this is a genuinely large bird. It hunts fish primarily, but it's opportunistic enough to take water birds and carrion when the situation calls for it. What keeps it at 15 rather than higher isn't a lack of size, it's a lack of data. Much of its hunting behavior remains poorly studied. Based on what we do know, this is a powerful, underrated predator that simply hasn't been given the research attention its size deserves. Number 14. The African fish eagle. Instantly recognizable, white head and chest, dark brown body, and one of the most iconic calls in all of Africa. Females can weigh up to roughly 3.6 kilograms, with a wingspan stretching close to 2.5 meters. It hunts by flying low over open water and snatching fish directly off the surface with a single, precise strike of its talons. This isn't a bird that experiments. It has one method, and it's mastered it completely. Accurate, efficient, and repeated thousands of times over a lifetime. Specialization has a cost, though. Outside of water, its power drops off fast. That's exactly why it sits at 14 and not higher. Number 13. The steppe eagle, a migratory hunter of Central Asia, Eastern Europe, and parts of Africa, capable of reaching roughly 5 kilograms in weight, with a wingspan pushing past 2 meters. What sets this eagle apart isn't raw striking power, it's endurance. Steppe eagles undertake some of the longest migratory journeys of any raptor on Earth, hunting ground squirrels and small mammals along the way, and scavenging carrion when opportunities present themselves during those long flights. Size this large combined with that level of stamina is a serious combination. It's not the most aggressive hunter on this list, but it might be one of the toughest, most resilient birds in it. Number 12. The Eastern Imperial Eagle. Found across Eastern Europe and Asia, this is a large, powerfully built eagle of open plains and agricultural landscapes. It hunts ground squirrels and hares as its primary prey, but it's fully capable of taking larger targets when the opportunity arises, and it scavenges readily. What pushes it above the steppe eagle here is aggression. Eastern Imperial Eagles are known for defending territory forcefully and for a willingness to confront prey and rivals that smaller eagles would avoid. Size plus temperament. That combination starts to matter a lot from this point up the list. Number 11. The Spanish Imperial Eagle. One of the rarest birds on this entire list. found almost exclusively on the Iberian Peninsula, with a global population that remains critically low. It's a rabbit specialist above all else, but it supplements that diet with birds, reptiles, and carrion, depending on what the local environment provides. Weighing up to roughly 3 kilograms with a wingspan around 2 meters, it isn't the heaviest bird on this list by any measure. What earns it 11th place is precision and territorial dominance. Within its narrow range, almost nothing challenges it. Rarity doesn't diminish power. In this case, it's paired with it. Number 10. The bald eagle, the national bird of the United States, and one of the most recognizable raptors on the planet. That unmistakable white head against a dark brown body. Females can reach roughly 6 kilograms, with wingspans stretching up to nearly 2.5 meters. Its grip strength has actually been measured in controlled studies, with estimates reaching several hundred pounds per square inch, though exact figures vary between sources. So treat that number as an approximate range, not an exact fact. It primarily hunts fish, snatched from the water in a low, controlled swoop, but it's also a capable hunter of birds and small mammals, and a notorious opportunist when it comes to stealing food from other raptors. This is a bird that combines size, measured grip strength, and adaptability. That's exactly why it lands firmly in the top 10, even before we reach the true heavyweights. Number 9. The white-tailed eagle, one of the largest raptors in all of Europe, with females reaching close to 7 kilograms and a wingspan that can stretch past 2.4 meters, among the widest of any eagle on this entire list. It hunts fish primarily, but it's also a capable predator of birds and small mammals, and it will aggressively steal prey directly from other raptors and even otters. What pushes the white-tailed eagle above the bald eagle it so closely resembles is sheer physical mass, combined with a documented willingness to confront and dominate other large predators over a kill. 9 down, 18 to go. And from here, every single eagle on this list is either the biggest, the strongest, or the most feared predator somewhere on Earth. This is where the real heavyweights begin. Tier 2, 5 eagles. And from here forward, we're not talking about capable predators anymore. We're talking about animals that dominate everything else in their ecosystem, including other apex predators. Number 8. Verreaux's eagle, also known as the black eagle of Africa. Not to be confused with the Asian black eagle we covered earlier. Different bird, same name, completely different power profile. Found in the mountainous regions of southern and eastern Africa, this eagle has built its entire existence around a single prey species, the rock hyrax. And it doesn't just hunt hyraxes, it hunts them in coordinated pairs, working together to flush prey from rocky crevices where a single eagle would fail. That's important. Cooperative hunting is rare among raptors. It requires communication, timing, and trust between mates. With a wingspan reaching up to roughly 2.3 meters and a body built for controlled, fast dives among cliffs and rock faces, Verreaux's eagle isn't just physically powerful, it's tactically sophisticated. That combination is exactly why it breaks into the top 10. Number 7. The golden eagle, found across the Northern Hemisphere, North America, Europe, Asia. This is one of the most widely distributed and most feared raptors on Earth. Females can weigh up to roughly 6.8 kilograms, but the real story is what this bird is capable of relative to its size. Golden eagles have been documented taking prey far heavier than themselves. Foxes, young deer, and in some regions, animals as large as small livestock, though those extreme cases are contested and should be treated as. Its hunting dive is one of the fastest of any bird on this list, with estimates exceeding 150 miles per hour in a full stoop. Speed, strength, and a proven willingness to engage prey many times its own body weight. That's not just power. That's confidence backed by real physical capability. Number 6. The wedge-tailed eagle, the largest bird of prey in all of Australia. With a wingspan reaching up to roughly 2.3 meters and weight up to around 5.4 kilograms, this eagle dominates the Australian sky with almost no natural competition. It hunts rabbits, small mammals, and birds, but it's also known for taking on much larger live prey when the opportunity allows. And it scavenges aggressively, sometimes displacing other predators from a carcass through sheer size and intimidation alone. What separates the wedge-tailed eagle from the eagles just below it on this list isn't a single dramatic ability. It's the complete absence of rivals in its environment. When nothing else in your ecosystem can challenge you, that's a different kind of power. Number 5. The crowned eagle. And this is where the list starts to get genuinely intimidating. Found in the dense forests of sub-Saharan Africa, the crowned eagle isn't the heaviest bird on this list. Females reach up to roughly 4.5 kilograms, but pound for pound, it may have one of the strongest grips of any eagle alive. That specific figure is difficult to verify precisely, so treat it as an estimate. But the evidence from its hunting behavior backs it up. This eagle regularly kills monkeys, including species significantly heavier than itself, using a combination of a stunning talon strike to the skull and immense crushing grip strength to finish the kill. Its hunting style is brutal and fast, a silent approach through dense canopy, followed by a strike so powerful it can kill almost instantly. This is one of the most efficient killers in the entire eagle family. Number 5, but make no mistake, some biologists would argue it deserves to be even higher. Number 4, the martial eagle, the largest eagle in Africa, and one of the most powerful in the world. Females can weigh up to roughly 6.3 kilograms, with a wingspan reaching an enormous 2.6 meters, one of the widest of any eagle on this entire list. Its prey list reads like a highlight reel of raptor power. Monkeys, small antelope, young warthogs, monitor lizards, and even other birds of prey. This is an eagle that has been documented killing animals that outweigh it by a significant margin, striking with enough force to kill instantly on impact. Farmers across parts of its range have historically viewed it as a threat to livestock, a controversial reputation, but one that speaks to just how much raw force this bird can generate. Number 4, and only 3 eagles on the entire planet outrank it. 3 eagles left, and every single one of them could make a serious claim to being the single most powerful bird of prey on Earth. The Podium. 3 eagles, and any one of them could reasonably be called the most powerful bird of prey alive. Number 3. The Steller's sea eagle. Native to the coastal regions of northeastern Asia, Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula, Japan, Korea. This is, by most measurements, the heaviest eagle on Earth. Females can reach up to roughly 9 kilograms, with a wingspan stretching close to 2.4 meters. Its enormous, bright orange-yellow beak isn't just for show. It's built to tear through the thick hides of salmon and other large fish, its primary prey. But it doesn't stop at fish. Steller's sea eagles will take waterfowl and readily scavenge carrion when the opportunity presents itself, using sheer size to displace almost any competitor from a carcass. What keeps it from claiming the top spot isn't a lack of size. It's arguably the most massive eagle here. It's that the 2 birds above it combine similar scale with something this species doesn't quite match: killing power against dangerous, actively resisting prey. Number 2. The Philippine eagle. Found only in the old-growth rainforests of the Philippines and critically endangered, with as few as around 500 individuals estimated to remain in the wild. This is the longest eagle on Earth by body length, reaching up to roughly 1 meter from head to tail, with a shaggy, lion-like mane of feathers that gives it one of the most striking silhouettes of any raptor alive. Its nickname, the monkey-eating eagle, undersells what it actually does. It hunts flying lemurs, civets, large snakes, and yes, monkeys, moving through dense canopy with a combination of stealth and explosive acceleration that makes it one of the most complete forest predators on the planet. Massive size, elite agility for its weight class, a killing strike capable of taking down primates in a single committed attack. This is a genuinely dominant predator, and it's still not number one. Number 1. The Harpy Eagle. Found across the rainforests of Central and South America, and by the combined weight of the evidence, the most powerful eagle species alive. Females can weigh up to roughly 9 kilograms, on par with the Stellar's sea eagle, but it's the talons that separate this bird from every other species on this list. Harpy eagle talons can exceed 10 centimeters in length, larger than the claws of a grizzly bear. Its grip strength has been estimated in some studies at figures approaching 100 kilograms of force, though exact numbers vary between sources and should be treated as an estimated range rather than a precise measurement. It hunts sloths and monkeys directly from the treetops, using short, explosive bursts of speed through dense forest rather than long, open sky pursuits. When it strikes, the combination of grip force and talon length is often enough to kill almost instantly, sometimes by crushing bone, sometimes by piercing vital organs on impact. Massive size, the largest talons relative to body size of any eagle on Earth. A kill method that ends confrontations before they really begin. So there it is, 27 species, 1 ranking. Let's put the podium side by side. Stellar's sea eagle, size 910. Weapons 710. Speed 610. Defense 710. Overall, the heaviest, but not the deadliest striker. Philippine eagle, size 910. Weapons 810. Speed 810. Defense 710. Overall, the most complete all-around hunter. Harpy eagle, size 910. Weapons 1010. Speed 710. Defense 810. Overall, the single most devastating strike in the eagle family. But here's the important caveat, and we mean this seriously. This ranking reflects our own comparative analysis based on available data, not an official scientific scale. Real-world outcomes for any of these birds would depend on age, individual condition, prey availability, and environment. Nature doesn't hand out rankings. We do, for the sake of understanding what makes these animals extraordinary. Before we go, if you want to see this same kind of deep dive ranking applied to lions, wolves, or big cats, subscribe to Animal Beast Arena. We're just getting started. 27 eagles, 1 winner. But rankings like this always raise new questions, because a harpy eagle has never had to face a golden eagle in a real confrontation. What would actually happen if it did? That's a video for another day.